Yo, what's good? It's Skano from the gutter. Listen, it's been a big uproar about this Boosie, uh, you know, family issue that, they have displayed on social media. Why is everybody putting all their personal shit on social media? Anyway, I know they celebrities or whatnot, so it is what it is. But, he had she recently came out, and disclosed that she was bisexual or homosexual. Uh, and Boosie's response was, highly criticized because he was critical of her, basically blasting her, for being, um, you know, homoflexual, biflexual, whatever her sexual orientation is. And, you know, people thought that he went about it the wrong way. And I will say this, as a parent, that is something that you have to be very careful about. You cannot, isolate and alienate your children because they already gonna go through enough by being, having a certain sexual orientation as it is. So I think as parents, as difficult as it may be, um, we have to accept certain things about our children, man, and support them regardless. If it's not destructive to them or other people, then what's the issue? Now, I have a son. Yeah, it would break my heart to find out, and it's not because I look down or I listen, to each their own when it comes to your sexual preference. But come on, man. I'm speaking as a father. From a father's standpoint, no father, me personally, it would break my heart to find out, that my son was homosexual because that's the bloodline, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the bloodline. Who continues the bloodline? You know what I'm in the event of, so from that standpoint of it, but I wouldn't degrade him. I wouldn't cut him off or, you know, cut him out of my life or, you know what I'm saying? Listen, and I think when you touch on these type of issues, it's a touchy topic. I think there is a lot more people in this world that are biflexual, homoflexual than we ever knew. It was always reality, but now that people are more, society is a little more accepting of it. We see it's a lot more prominent, but it's not nothing new. It's always been this way. You know, remember the Roman Emperor Nero, and all his homosexual orgies. This King James, one of God's most trusted apostles, before he became, Christ-like, this dude was a murderous homosexual. So I'm saying this is nothing new, but in regard to, like I said, when you start being critical of your kids, man, you could push them to a place where they become suicidal, depression, all that, man. And personally, I feel like Boosie is the wrong person. Let's be real, man. This is the nigga that, threw a party for his 16-year-old son. I believe he was 16 at the time. And had dude, got him some strippers and some street walkers so he can get his wick wet for the first time. And it's like, I question this nigga's parental, abilities as it is. So it's like, I'm not surprised that he would be so tone deaf. And I rarely speak on people's personal family issues, but since you want to put it on social media, and since y'all live on social media, it's fair game, for us to, scrutinize your shit. And I feel like this the last nigga that I will won't giving my kid any type of advice. You dig what I'm saying? So all that being said, man, I give people that have an alternate sexual orientation a lot of credit for this purpose. I mean, for this reason here. They know what's coming behind that. I'm saying people who are who live in their truths, not these down low individuals, but people who outright live in their truths and standing on it. That take a lot of guts. That take a lot of courage, man. Because we know how this world is. Me personally, yeah. I guess I'm an old school individual, like to each their own. But you know, like I said, it would break my heart. Now with the daughters, it's a little less. This is the double standard, man. I'm gonna keep it real. With as far as I'm concerned, I think with fathers, if your daughter, and generally homosexuality in general, with men, it's like with women, we don't look at it so much as, you know, so critically as with men. Well, I think I'm just saying, me as a heterosexual man, I don't even want to think about, two men getting down, two women getting down. And I'm trying to be PG here. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm just being real. It's a totally different perception, man. Two women getting down, I mean, it is what it is. But two men getting down, it's just something about that that just, like I said, man, I don't want to, because the last thing I want to do is come up here and sound like, I'm intolerant of, you know what I'm saying? But personally, I'm just saying that it would hurt. It would be a lot less devastating to know that my daughter or daughters, you know what I'm saying, were homosexual than to find out that your son is. Because like I said, the bloodline and men being the way we are, the masculinity and, this, that, and the third, so like I said, it's a touchy subject. And you walking on a razor blade when you start touching on these type of subjects. But as y'all know on this channel, I'm unafraid. So it is what it is, man. But I think that when it comes to our kids and society in general, if it's consenting adults, what business is it of yours? If it doesn't affect you, it's none of your business. And that comes to your kids too, man. You can raise them the best you can raise them, but when it comes to their sexual preference, that's out of your hands, man. 216 Skano from the gutter, even though you can't see me.